Hello guys, welcome back to an episode review of Eastenders for Monday 23rd of March 2026. It was a really interesting episode. Josh finally met his granddad, Patrick, his biological granddad. He went along with his mum and Kim and Denise. I really like the new friendship now with Kim, Denise and Josh's mum. And Patrick enjoyed it at first, but I think Josh reminded him too much of Anthony, so Patrick went to the kitchen and he was just sitting there in silence. Josh followed him later there, and I think Josh kind of understood, Patrick's, it's nothing personal. Patrick's, obviously, son literally just died 2 months ago. I really enjoy this meeting. It's almost quite formal. Him them both wearing a suit. Unfortunately, Amy, she was running her mouth in the Square Gardens, and Tommy was walking by, and he overheard Amy saying to her friends that, Josh is visiting Patrick, and Tommy is Zoe's stepbrother. So he went home and delivered the news. The Slaters were obviously fuming. Zoe went round to Josh's. She said she'll go by herself, which is the right thing to do because you don't want to look like a mobster. And Josh heard Zoe through the kitchen door, and obviously Josh's adoptive mum and Kim and Denise, told Zoe to go. It's not the right time, which is true. I do feel sorry for Zoe, but at the end of the day, life has consequences, especially if big consequences for big decisions. I know she probably wasn't in the right headspace. It's a sad story, really, when she left the twins. And I really enjoyed this episode. Josh went to the Albert afterwards because obviously it got too much for him as well when Zoe showed up. And then Oscar met Zoe there. And yeah, unfortunately they started kissing because Oscar just seems to be in the right place at the right time all the time. And neither of them know how Jasmine is related to Josh, as in, and the fact that Oscar went out with Jasmine, so neither of them know this. So it'll be quite interesting to find out, because obviously Oscar's going to go back to Josh's house. Elsewhere, Suki's really bugging me. I don't know, just her self-righteous behaviour, the way she's going around and lording it over Penny. Penny's done nothing to her, and look, it's one thing talking to your own son like a piece of dirt, but Penny, what did she ever do to deserve Suki's wrath? Do you know what I mean? Luckily, Eve's there to calm things over. I really think that they need to notch Suki back, take her down a peg or two, because her character, it does become insufferable. She was alright at one point, but then they turning her back to her old self. B as well, I don't really understand the point of B, so again, I'm not too fussed about this character. I really hope they just end whatever storyline they got going with B, and I feel like it's just a bit over the top, the acting. I do find some scenes with B quite cringe. I'm going to leave it there, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode review. Peace.